Hey, I think it worked. Holy cow, it worked. Oh, I was just screwing around with this thing. It might go on and off. Let's see what happens. The dogs are out. Yeah, let's just see what happens because if you guys were around last Saturday, I had problems with this new T-Mobile box that they gave me because the black one I had petered out, and then they give me this fancy white one. It looks different, and I have a what they call a repeater or an extender out in the garage, which is not the best way to do it. But with the black box, it was working pretty good. So I wanted to hook this up and then just see if this is going to work, and it didn't work very well. I couldn't get on when I tried to sign on. So I did a update. Needs permission. So I did an update, and a Dell or Microsoft, I should say, update. So that lasted about 15 minutes or so. So I got some other stuff done outside. It's a beautiful day here in Cleveland, and I think somebody said there's a storm coming. Scott for working on my slave job. Yeah. Well, Scott, you're I think in accounting or something like that, right? So can't be too bad, right? Crunching numbers. Yeah, so I just wanted to thanks, Bill. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and just see because if I do a live here in the garage, hey John, if I do a live here in the garage Saturday, but then again the temperature's supposed to go back down, so 60s today, but that's not going to hold up. It's going to rain tomorrow. My plan was to go fishing today for steelhead, but I think I'm going to try to go out earlier tomorrow and before the rain starts, or maybe even in the rain. I don't care. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Amos Snow the Harley Man. Yes, I saw your video. You said you had those storms coming through. Um, those are nice, nice motorcycles you got there. So Amos Snow the Harley Man, he's got a channel. Just showed his four Harleys today. Uh, I like that one. It looks like you and your wife ride that. What do you call it? Super Glide? I think that's what you called it. The trike, I guess, right? Yeah. So anyway, that's what I was doing. I'm just trying to get this thing. Hey, Christina, I was just trying to get this thing going, just to see how it was going to work. Because Saturday we just had a heck of a time, and thanks to Noreen for um, getting things straight on that on that live. I was going back through some of the comments. I think the third one I didn't replay comments, but that second one I had the replay on, even though I couldn't get in there or I had the circle on the live. But I read some of those comments. You guys are nuts. I'll tell you, there was some funny comments. Triglide Ultra, that's what it was. Triglide, yeah. Yeah, windy here in Houston. That's Amos is in Texas as well. And I don't know how close to Houston he is, but he was saying you had some storms coming through. But of course, Texas is a big state. Do you eat the steelhead or catch and release? Catch and release. They say you can smoke them, and you can actually buy them steelhead in the store. Costco and Sam's both have steelhead, I think, occasionally. Um, but I normally just throw them back. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Oh, you're 4 hours north in Texas, Amos. Okay, so I would assume you get some of the same weather, but again, Texas is a big state, so you could have highs and lows and wind and no wind, and in one place and not in the other, right? So yeah, so I was watching Steve's corner, and he had all his fishing rods out, and so that got me thinking, man, I want to go fishing. I planned on it. I told Mrs. Buzz I was going to do that today, and I just never got around to it. And that's my problem. I don't plan at all, in retirement. I'm going to probably do a video about that because I just suck at, when you're at work, you have to plan to do this. I had a 9 o'clock meeting I had to go to every day. You had to, you had to plan and you had to do those certain things at certain times almost daily or every day, I should say. And in retirement, it's like, what do I want to do? Not what I have to do. Yeah. And some days, simply money, beautiful day in Cleveland today. Yeah, it really is. And, some days I get up and I have an idea of what I want to try to accomplish, but then, I just go down this rabbit hole and that rabbit hole, and then, oh, that catches my attention, and I'll spend an hour or two on that. And then what I originally wanted to do, it doesn't get done. So it's really strange. And I was going to do, like I said, I'm going to do a video on that because it's just really amazing to me. How you doing, Mark? Is he all right?
Yeah, his hips are really bad.
Oh.
So he can't make it out down the steps.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, neighbor just got home and he's got a dog that he said he has to carry him down the steps because he's getting arthritis in his hips. That's too bad. Houston, we could have a tornado outbreak in one area in sunshine. Yeah, I can believe it. Hey, Idaho. You just watched Steve's retirement? Yeah, he just did the Cowbell Tuesday, too. Bill, you got 38 and wet. That's probably what we're going to get in the next couple of days. I think tomorrow is supposed to rain, and we'll still be in the upper 50s. And then after that, it drops the next day. And this is what's crazy about Cleveland, or in a lot of places. You get 60 degrees today. I'll get almost 60 tomorrow, maybe 55, and then 35 the next day as a high. I mean, it's just crazy. So I'm going to plant my seeds. Amos has got his seeds planted in his, hey, Dana. And I was just telling you, Dana, that I'm going to get my seeds in. As a matter of fact, let me hold on a minute. I got this because Amos is having trouble with his seeds. So I went out, not because of him, but I went out and I got organic seed starting mix, this burpee kind. It's made with coconut coir. Is that the right word? Unlike peat moss, a renewable and sustainable resource. So I'm going to try that. If that works, I might get another bag because I'll probably plant 40 tomato plants, 5 or 6, maybe 7 different varieties, and see how it goes. Tom from Illinois, it's rainy day, better than snow. Yeah, well, that's true. Hey, Long Island, how you doing? And Snow Friday, yeah. Simply money. It's crazy that, but that's Cleveland. What are you going to do? I'll take the nice days. Now I do a journal, so I look at February and March, 2024 versus 25. And I was already down at the river fishing. I was doing all kinds of stuff because we must have had better weather in February of last year versus this year. This year, well, the groundhog's right, I guess. 6 more weeks of winter, I guess. He hit one right this time. 56 and sunny in Idaho. Yeah, and rain is coming. You got the same thing we got. Yeah, it's okay. Just moved a load of firewood to the porch in the rain. As soon as I finished, the rain stopped. Yeah, doesn't that work, huh? 48 degrees. Ooh, that's still a little chilly. Is it too early to start seeds? No, not inside. I usually do it by March 5th, inside. So I'll just start the seedlings, and it worked out good for me because I did plant them on March 5th last year. That's why I was looking in my journal. What year or what month and day did I plant them last year? And it was March 5th. So what is today? The 4th, the 3rd, or 4th? So yeah, I'm due now. So got to get those in. Stuart, late to the party. What time is it, Stuart? What time is it over there? Too early for planting here. No. We're not planting outside, Nancy. We're just planting inside. Just getting the seedlings started for, tomato plants. And I don't know if we're doing peppers. One one guy told me he does a fancy thing with peppers. He's got those heating pads like Amos bought. Um, he does all this crazy stuff. I'm not into it that much. I mean, I like gardening, but I'm just not a super gardener, right? So, if you saw my videos last year, I think I had 45 tomato plants or 50. I started. I think 5 or 6 died. So I think I had 45 or something like that. Super Bowl's in San Francisco. Would you like to go? Yeah, I'll go. I've been to San Francisco once. I was lucky to be there for about 2 hours on a trip. 2 hours. That was it. But yeah, I liked it. We went to the Pier 9. I don't remember. There's a restaurant right up there too. It was empty. Um, we didn't go see the Golden Gate Bridge. It was kind of a drive for us. Um, but yeah, it was. I liked it. What else did we do there? We just kind of walked the streets. Didn't Like I said, we didn't have much time. But yeah, I'll go. Why, you got tickets for me, Woody? Was on the motorcycle last February or March, not this year. Yeah, just seems. I think this is probably normal. This is the normal weather. Last year, I think, was just a little bit warm. Um, and now I think we're getting maybe back into a little bit of a normal trend. Who knows? You'll start planting mid-March. Yeah, the LED grow light. Yeah, I don't know if mine's LED though. My grow light's probably 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old. I think it's an incandescent, fluorescent. I'm sorry. Yeah, fluorescent. I think. I'll have to check. That's a good question. Is it LED or not? I think it's a fluorescent one, but I do use a grow light and then I use a regular light. I'm thinking of expanding and getting another hookup. See my sweatshirt. This is my. I saw that. This is my 25-year-old sweatshirt. I can't part with it. It's all beat up, collar's all torn. I can't part with it. I just like it. Hey, it works around the house. Why not? Early subscriber planting seeds in the greenhouse. Washington here. Oh, thank you. In the greenhouse, yeah. I got a little. I don't have a greenhouse, but I got a greenhouse tent, sort of. It's green, and it's a little tent. So when I get the plants growing, fairly good inside, I'll bring them out and put them in that tent, just in case there's any frost that comes through. Oh, you're 5:47 a.m. Boy, you're early riser there. Wednesday the 5th. Yeah. I use a grow light. Yeah, you have your grow light, right. They're still not here, those pads. Man, you were just saying Amazon's been slowing up. I started watching a guy. Oh, you bought the heating pads but haven't tried them yet. What do you need heating pads for in Georgia? And you guys got what, 70 or 80 already, right? Well, you just did that video with the crocuses and all that, so you're a little bit of that, because after, once you get it should be warm. I need it to be warm. And you guys in Texas and Georgia and Virginia, you guys got all that nice warm weather quicker than we do. Yeah, but I was going to say the Amazon. That's weird that you haven't, because you've been talking about that for a couple of days, Amos, and I don't understand why it's not there yet. That's kind of weird. Hey, Born to Retire Astro. I just saw you had another video out. I haven't had a chance. I tried to catch up on videos last night, and I got through some of them, but I didn't get through everybody. But I was just going to say about Amazon. I was watching the one guy. Yeah, I'll never remember names. He's what they call an Amazon Flex driver. He tried it for the first time not long ago, and it was kind of interesting. It might be something I'm interested in. I'm not sure. Not sure if it would be worth it or not. I got to look into it, because you can just kind of pick your own times and deliver in an area that they pick for you. And I don't know. We'll see. And he was making, I think in 3 hours he made $65 or something. So I don't know. It might be worth it. I don't know. Starting our grow bags and straw bale garden next week. What's a grow bag? Spent the morning here in Myrtle Beach, putting down Scott's Southern Blend Weed and Feed. And fertilizer, yeah, you guys are ready down there. Now, Myrtle Beach, I just saw you guys had some snow or bad weather not long ago, right? Buzz needs to go to the draft in Green Bay. Yeah, because you know what? Hey, Mark's weather. Uh, no, I don't want to go to the. I don't want to go to the draft because the Browns have the second pick and they're going to blow it. They're just going to blow it. I don't want to be all crazy down there. Hey, Sue. Oh, you're leaving for the basketball game? Cool. The Amish sell starters for 4 plants for $125. Oh, lettuce and tomatoes. Okay. Try driving for Roadie. What's Roadie, Bucko? I never heard of Roadie. And I watch this other guy, Vegas Ride Along. He does all kinds of deliveries in Vegas. So I've been kind of watching him too, and he's been posting his how much he's. No, John, he's been posting his money on his channel. No, John, I have my glasses. I just can't read. I have my glasses. I can't read the writing as well because I can see close, but I can't see far away. Would appreciate any advice, financial advice from you older, wiser folks. Save your pennies. Trust me. Quit going to Starbucks and paying $7 for your coffee. I spend 25 cents on a pod coffee, and I think that's outrageous. Go to Sam's Club, get yourself the Costco. Get yourself the organics. Matter of fact, it's on sale this coming Friday. 120 pods. Put them in your Keurig, and it's 25 cents per cup. Don't stop going to Starbucks and all that crap, and save your money. Grow bag is a bag that you put dirt in and grow your plants. It's nice because you can move. Oh, I'll have to look that up. 70 here in Atlanta. Oh, geez, that's nice. We had 7 inches of snow. Oh, yeah, it was gone. Okay, yeah. I was wondering because I think you guys did have snow. So you're calling it a grow bag, huh? I'm going to have to look that up. Hey, 280 Zone, how you doing? You're a Folgers man, 3 pots a day. Okay, so you're still using ground coffee, right? That's good. I used to have that Mr. Coffee where, we had a bag. You have the filters. Couldn't think of the word. The filters where you put the ground coffee. But then, when that went out, we went with the Keurig and been using Keurig. Been using that ever since. Roadie delivers for Home Depot, Tractor Supply. You know what? I got to start writing this stuff down. So I'm looking for Roadie and a grow bag, huh? You guys are teaching me all these things. I'll have to try that out. So yeah, I wouldn't mind delivering for home. I mean, you're talking small stuff though, right? Like Home Depot, they got a lot of big stuff. And Tractor Supply, are you talking like a box fan or are you talking in your car? Roadie's an app, yeah. But what are you delivering? Like, I assume with those two places, it's a truck or something, right? Yeah, the FTM 22. Thank you, because we're out in the garage and I did have problems at the start. And then Microsoft wanted to do some updates, so I let them do the updates. Hooked back up, and then it came on. So I don't know. I'm not very technologically advanced. Born to retire Astro. Thanks. That's $5 towards the Sea Star. Yeah, happy Mardi Gras to you too. Yeah, that's right. Are you going anywhere? Hey, Brian, how you doing? Just got home from work. Have an espresso machine. Compatible capsules now made by all, like Pete's Coffee. Yeah, Pete's is good. Yeah, well, I got the tech issues worked out for now. Who knows? Who knows? All those delivery jobs worth the wear and tear on your vehicle. I doubt it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I don't know that. I would only do it maybe like this one guy. What is he called? David in retirement or David? Forget what he's called his handle, but as people mentioned the same thing to him is that the wear and tear in your car, is it worth the $18 an hour or whatever you're going to make? So, and the answer may be no, but who knows? Let's see if I can hit the like on this. I don't think I can. There we go. There we go. 60 in Wayne County is like spring. Yeah, Arlene, you better believe it. I only use a carrot because I'm the only one that drinks coffee, but I buy K-Cups. And yeah, I've been doing it from Costco though, because they, like I said, they got a deal now. I put grow bags in the kiddie pool, I drill holes. This way I can fill the pool. Wow, that's a good idea. Vanilla hazelnut. Car, truck, small and large division. Oh, okay. Retired buddy at work delivered medical stuff like samples for 3 or 4 years. Yeah, I thought about that too. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? It's a great idea. Is it running drip hoses? Did you get new internet? No, I did not. Hey, Rich, how you doing? Federal standard for reimbursement for personal vehicles 70 cents, so you at least need to be getting that plus what you think your time is worth. Yeah, his first video, and again, I just stumbled on his video. I caught you at the gym. I sit on the porch drinking tea and watch the neighbors plant his garden. Well, hopefully he shares with you our toad on the road. Hey, Kirk, how you doing? Yeah, his video, I happened to stumble on it, and or David in Progress or something like that. He sat there. I guess you wait 30 minutes, and if you don't get any deliveries, like he was mentioning, he had like 17 people sitting in the warehouse, and if he didn't get a delivery after 30 minutes, they pay you for the 3 hours. So he made $63 by just sitting there for half an hour doing nothing. Not that that's what I would want to do, but that's one way. It was kind of interesting because if they don't have anything for you to do, they pay you anyway. So I thought, well, hey, no matter what, it's almost like you're guaranteed money. So whether you make deliveries or not. So I thought maybe that'd be kind of interesting. The larger items are the better pay on roadie. I would imagine. I'll look at that. I wrote it down. I wrote that down, so I'll just look at it and just see. I just, in retirement, keep yourself open to different ideas. Just shutting everything off and not even looking or giving it 5 minutes of your day, I think is a mistake. I think there's opportunities out there. At least let them present. And if you don't like it or, it's not your thing, then don't do it. But something, if you keep you busy or something where you can make a little extra money without too much effort. I mean, the effort that we're used to when we were working full-time jobs is nothing like this. So I would just keep my eyes open and ears open for opportunity. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, Mike Kopp, you looking to work? No, I did. Like I say, I'm just keeping my options open. Because you know what, I don't really want to wake up early. I don't want to have an alarm clock. I have not had an alarm clock for since September 2023. Now I've used it occasionally for a doctor's appointment, early doctor's appointment, or if I had to do something early, but that was on my, I volunteered to do that. But normally I have not had an alarm clock since then. And I don't want to get back into that. That's one thing I do not want to do. So now, hey, Kurt, Mike And let's see, did I catch up on this? As I have a big truck that tows a fifth wheel. Okay. Yeah, repairs rule. All right. What's an alarm clock? So if you guys repairs rule, you should check him out because what he's doing is he's giving you some options to side gigs. So I think he's got a couple videos now on selling on eBay. And now the one that I'm most interested in is print on demand. So he just did that video the other day. And I can't wait for installment 2 and 3 because it's something I'm going to be doing for sure in the next month or so. So if you get a chance, check out his channel, Repairs Rule. And he's got some ideas of how to make some side income. And it's passive income, which is very important. So like print on demand, say I'm going to set up my Buzz's Retirement Garage t-shirt, right? And my hat, because I keep saying I'm going to do it and I just haven't done it yet. So I talked to Dave, right? And I think we had a conversation on the phone and he gave me a lot of good tips. And so I could just get some art, send it over to Printful or some other online thing. And then they set everything up. And long story short, you would buy direct from Printful. They would make the t-shirt or hat. They would ship it to you. They would take care of all the thing. And then you would collect the $1, 2, or 3 that you make on every item. And you do nothing except sit back and collect money and maybe update the art once in a while and monitor the thing. But you really don't have to do anything. That's kind of interesting too, because as lazy as I am, that works for me. Sounds like you're very close to Hopkins Airport. Lots of jobs there, part-time, full-time. Yeah, I don't know. My niece works at the airport. She works for an airline there, ticket agent. Yeah, you don't want a boss again ever. I think I'm acting or talking like this because of the long winter. Once spring hits, it actually hits. I'll be so busy, doing, between the garden and running around and fishing and doing some side trips and stuff. I'm not even going to think about work. But for now, the long winter kills me. It just really does. This is my second one. And I'm still a rookie because this one it just sucks. When you wake up and it's 10 degrees and cloudy skies and you can't go outside. I mean, you can go outside and feed the birds and everything, but you're not spending a lot of time outside. And what are you doing? I mean, you could take a walk when it's 10 degrees, slip on the ice, fall on your rear end and call the ambulance from the prone position, right? No. So it gets a little aggravating after a while. I have a used alarm clock at 20 years. You still wake up at daybreak, yeah. They're coming soon. Okay, repairs rule. It's pretty easy. No inventory to worry about. Oh, you too, huh? Wait till you see domain name speculation. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were telling me about that too. And I don't know if I told you this, Dave, but may have missed part. Had to jump off. What are you looking for? Work, money, or purpose? Neither. But I mean, I'm sort of just half-ass looking. Just something easy for money. If I could make an extra few bucks, just like I'm doing with YouTube, right? But this to me isn't work. Talking to you guys, this isn't work. This is fun. I enjoy this. But yeah, just a few extra bucks here and there, but without being aggravated, because that's the number one thing that I like about being retired is no stress. And I will not do anything that's going to cause me stress. Trust me, not a thing. Because I think that just wears on the body more than anything in the world is the stress. And I'm not doing it anymore. So it would have to be something, I don't want to say easy, but something where I'm not challenged a lot. So here, go do this, go mop this floor, whatever, something like that. Nothing that's real challenging or that's going to, kick my rear end or something. Puzzle do print on demand. Yeah, we got to go fishing. After 41 working at an airline, don't even want to get close to an airport. My dad driving for vets to and from appointments when he retired to keep busy, and yeah, agree on fishing. Uh, let's get a group together on Rocky River. Let's go. After to jump off. Okay, that's fine. No stress. It's amazing. As a teacher, I love my stress-free summers. Yeah, you got that right. Part-time OSHA trainer open right now in Cleveland area, but gotta have current certs for fall protection. Ah, yeah, I don't have that. Christmas light consultant. That's a good one. No, like the temp services, like I've said before, the temp services. Well, let me talk simply money. Let me add to yours. That's one thing in retirement people are missing because um, I've been reading a lot about like single people and even some married people that don't have a way. Like, let's say they got to go get a colonoscopy or something, right? Every 5 years or whatever you're supposed to, or just they'll go to a doctor's appointment and they, you know, especially with colonoscopy, they put you under. I think 9 times out of 10, you get the gas, right? And then technically, you're not supposed to drive after that. So there's people that have commented to me that they don't have anybody to take them home, bring them up and take them home. They don't have anybody. And I think a lot of these hospitals frown on Uber too. Um, that's what I heard. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. So I think there's a need for people to take uh, people to the hospital or to the doctor and then wait and then, take them back because they can't drive. Um, and I never really thought about that. I never thought about the people who don't have someone to take them and bring them back. Yeah, you got nobody. Yeah, that could be something. I wouldn't mind doing that. Right. They do not allow Uber. Right. Yeah, I heard that. Maybe I heard it from you. I don't know. Found a couple guys from Uber that I've given out their phone number with their permission. Now they have independent clients. Hmm. Hey, how you doing, Dan? Dan from California. There are services for that around here. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Um, yeah, I did. I'll have to look into that because yeah, side hustle opportunity, right? Because I've never heard of that around here, in my neighborhood. So, I mean, they have like the elderly folks home, retirement centers, I should say, have their own bus and stuff or a little van that they take the people shopping and stuff like that. But um, maybe that's something. I don't know how much licensing. I don't think I would need a CDL, but some kind of licensing or something. But yeah, drive over, see how they're doing, pick them up, drop them off, check things out, make sure they're living okay and they got food and stuff. That'd be something I'd really be interested in. Have you done a poll on how many subscribers are retired? How many are within 5 years? No, I haven't, but I can do that. Matter of fact, the update on the poll, and there was only my poll didn't equal 100%, and only one person mentioned that to me. So you guys are really slipping. You're not even adding the stuff up and checking. But it's about the same, but we got 957 votes now. And so the numbers didn't change. Of course, I had to change the 64 to 65 because that's the way it should have been. We got 957 votes, and it's still about the same. But a lot of people brought up some good questions about that. How many were single? How many were married? What about pensions? Because you can't really include a pension as right? Cash. So, this poll is a simple poll. So it really doesn't capture a lot of those things that I just mentioned. Might need a van. Yeah, wheelchairs or walkers. Right. Now you see, now we're getting into all kinds of stuff, right? So now you got to have a van. You got to have handicap accessible, and then, probably CPR training and all that good stuff that goes with that. I don't know. Not retired, redirected. AJW, weather must be nice. Yeah, the garage door is open. Yep. Yeah, it's 60 degrees about. Not like some of you guys, but you're in the 70s and 80s. But at least here, we take them as we can get them. So I told Mrs. Buzz I'm coming outside for a while and mess around and pick up some stuff, get some sticks picked up. I have a gravel driveway at the. See, this is what's screwed up. I have a concrete driveway, and then about the last 25 feet or so, maybe 40 feet, used it once. Matter of fact, only once this year, believe it or not. And it's great on the driveway, but when I hit those stones, I mean, they go all over my yard, and so I have to shovel that. And I quoted to get the driveway done, and I kind of figured it was going to be $8 or $9 grand, and that was years ago. So that's a big expense if I do that, but we'll see what happens. You haven't seen the pole? It's out there. I don't know how you look for it's a post, and I don't know how you get to it. So I don't know if you can look under my avatar and then look under posts. I don't know if it works that way. I'm not sure. Thought about being a solo driver at car repair tire place, take people back to work. Yeah, Nancy, that's a good deal too. Yep. Not too sure if driving would be good for you because you will be buzz driving. Driving others means liability. That's true. You lost me? Yeah. I just wonder if my internet's working at all. Here is a link to the. Oh, okay, 280 zone. Thanks. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't see anything repairs rule. I didn't see anything that looked like it screwed up over here, but could be. That's what I think this T-Mobile goes in and out sometimes. I'm not, for $30 savings a month. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, it's still $30 is $30. That's a big savings because our Cox Cable, the cable company, internet, I should say, is $70, and they won't go down any lower than that. So I've tried. So paying 40 or 42, whatever, 41 and change for the T-Mobile is a big savings for me. Do you have any Amish around? Lots of guys drive them around. Now they're pretty far away from me. Under the community tab, okay. I have a gravel driveway too. When I snowblow, yeah, I have to turn the chute to my yard because one year I didn't really know when I just got the snowblower. I had it to the neighbor's yard, and I was picking up rocks in his yard in the spring for it seemed like hours. And I don't want to piss him off. And he's riding his tractor out there hitting rocks. That's not good. Retired 24 years, no side jobs. What are you testing? I'm just testing the internet. I'm just trying to see because I'm out in the garage, Scott. So I have what they call a repeater or a extender in the garage. So my T-Mobile unit's in the house, and then I put an extender out here, which worked with the other box because we were doing lives and stuff in the garage all last year. But when I changed to this box, I reset the extender, and the extender is not the way to go. You're supposed to get something different, but it costs like $200 to $300 to do it the right way. And this thing was $20. So I just wanted to make sure it was working, practice and get it working before a Saturday Night Live. So I wouldn't have to screw around like we did Saturday. Saturday was a mess. Check out driving for an auto auction place. I don't have one around me, Steve. I'm trying to think if I really don't know that there's one close by, and I don't want to drive a million miles just to get to it. You know what I mean? I know there's some in Akron. I've seen a big one in Akron, but I'm not driving 40 miles out there. Not a savings when watching TV. No, it doesn't, because we have cable. So we're not on Roku. Well, I used the Roku, but we're not on like YouTube TV or anything. So the cable's no problem. And when I watch YouTube off the T-Mobile internet, I don't have any problems. I have not had any glitches at all. So because it's so close to the TV. I do the same thing. My neighbor and I share side yards. Picking up rocks. Yep. You can find jobs on the CARE website like that. Lots of people looking for a ride home. What kind of CARE website? What is that, R. Hamilton? Yeah, if I could probably call the local hospital and see, if they got some ideas. Yeah, Buzz is putting her in the garage. You got that right. Hey, I'm taking advantage of this day. It's like I said, it's the nicest day we've had in a while, and it's going to turn ugly again. So, and I'll be back into working on the bathroom again. I read somewhere T-Mobile was throttling users in the evenings. That could be. I don't know. I don't follow all that stuff, but yes, I believe that. Now, AT&T fiber is supposedly, from what they told me, there's lines that already run down my street and into the rich neighborhood. So, and they're hooked up. And these guys came to my house last year, and I said, well, when am I going to get hooked up? When's it going to be available to me? Oh, anytime now. Well, I haven't heard a thing. So now I don't know how much fiber would be, but I know it's going to run a lot better. But I have to look at the cost of that too. I'm sure it won't be cheap. You have to cut 3 or 4 times just to. You have cut out. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Noreen, how you doing? And thank you for helping out you and 280 Zone and a couple other people helping out last Saturday, getting to my 3rd live. Drop cable and upgrade your internet. I can't drop cable right now. It's a long story, Jim. It's a long story. It's a long, sad story. Hey, Gracie, do you consider an open clam and squid restaurant? So, if you guys don't know, born to retire Astro, he's a beef eater, man, and he doesn't even know what a clam is. So, you guys got to tell him, clams and mussels are good. It ain't nothing to do with squid. So, I hope there's some clams and mussel eaters out there. Where's my New England guys? Do you think 2 million is enough to retire at age 50? Depends on where you live and what your spending habits are and what debt you have, right? What else am I missing? I mean, I just read one guy, he had I can't remember what he had, but he had $100,000 house payment yet. And I thought, whoo, that's still tough. So you got to have way and above and beyond that, right? Now look at me talking. I got about 15 cents to my name, but yeah, don't get in trouble with Mrs. Bus. Yeah, and she's actually right, but I got her on something, because one of the reasons she said to keep the cable was because we could get the Cleveland Indians or Guardians cable baseball games on this cable, which is true. It's packaged in. But supposedly the Guardians have now have their own app, and I think they're going to be off of there. So now it's another reason to drop cable and go to something else. But the convenience, as someone else mentioned on a comment, the convenience of it, the on-screen menu is easy, it's quick, it's fast, it's efficient. You don't have to go looking around here and there and skipping to this, skipping to that, going to this app, going to this app. So it really is, you're paying for the convenience. I had mussels in Brussels. Mussels in Brussels. Man, I got to write that one down too. Yeah, your layoff has messed up your retirement. How much do you get for you have to wait a month? I don't know how. In Ohio, I think we have to wait a month. No, a week. You lose 1 week's pay, I think it is. Basically. And then you get your money, and it's usually, I think I was laid off before, and we were getting like 257, or for family it was like 257 up to 300, somewhere in there. And if you don't want to answer, that's fine. Retired at 50 with 1.7, no debt, now 65, doable. Well, that's good. Yeah, Big Mikey. Yeah, thanks for commenting, because I think I saw a couple of your comments. Hey, Ray, expenses trump everything. I think 2 million out. Yeah. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah, Ray. Steve. Ray had commented to me right after about something on one of my videos, and I had just watched Steve's Retirement Corner doing the Cowbell Tuesday, and he said, and Ray Anderson. I said, man, I thought I just saw that name on my channel. So I said, hey, Ray, Steve did the shout out to you. He hadn't seen it yet. Said he was going to see it at night because he's doing babysitting or something. But he jumped over there to Steve's Retirement Corner and got that cowbell for his retirement. I think it was February 14th, right? If I remember what Steve said. I retire with 325, but that's including the sale of my house. Oh, that's including the sale. Okay. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? Could you hardwire from your modem in the house to the garage? Could I? Oh, look at that. It's all beat up. That's 25 years of. I just still don't want to get rid of it. I like this one. Can I hardwire it? I don't know. Something to think about. Florida unemployment stinks. Oh, really? Just wanted to say hi and won't be talking politics. Now, hey, old radio dude, I was messing with you. It's hard not to talk about politics. It really is. But, and I've said this a couple of comments, and I'll just leave it at this. If I listen to the noise from the left and the right and the middle, if there is such a thing, if I listen to that noise, I will have to take some heavy duty medicine, because I will be on Valiums or I will be on something, because that would stress me out. And so I see a little bit of this, I see a little bit of that, and then I don't pay attention. I just let things go, just like they have been since years and years and years ago. So I just don't worry about it. When it affects me, then I'll jump up and down and cry, and it could affect me someday. It does affect us with costs and everything else and the inflation and all that, but I try not to get too much into that. 30 with 2 million, but hoping to retire at 50. Fresh out the gate, really digging the cowbell and newfound babysitting job. This is the life. We all have our favorite shirt. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah. And this one's just because I was working in the bathroom today, and I got the insulation and coughing and just had the mask on and stuff. But I had this insulation I was screwing around with, and I cut some copper piping because I got to put that Moen posi valve in. I'm going to weld that in. So I got to pick that up, and I'm trying to look at which one to get and all that good stuff. Politics are depressing. Yes, they are. Western Washington is way more expensive. Live off the interest. Yeah, just let them do what they got to do. Living on $5,000 a month, debt free. That's good. Mike, that's the biggest thing. Worried about Social Security. Now I know, and again, we're not going to get into politics, but I followed that Dr. Ed Weir because he worked at Social Security, so I checked in on him. I don't watch him that often because he's out there like every day doing stuff, but I watch stuff that pertains, I think, to me. And they're talking about cutting 6,000 people, 7,000. Well, it depends on who you listen to. 6,000, 7,000 workers at Social Security. Then I looked it up. There's 60,000 there, and they have like 123 offices. And so, that's a big cut. So I thought, that doesn't even sound good. And Dr. Ed Weir said, yeah, that's could be a problem, because if they have a hiring freeze and they have a person, guy or girl, that's not cutting it at Social Security, you kind of have to live with them because you can't hire anybody. So I'm hoping they're going to, I think I understand what their philosophy is. Cut heavy, cut quick, and then add back where it has to be. And I understand, I think, what they're trying to do, but there's going to be some damage in the meantime. And I don't think I'm crazy about that idea. So then we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, the ostrich approach. How you doing, Calvin? David Arnold, Liberation Day is coming up for me, March 12th, 1 year. Hey, good, David. Inflation is so bad now. Actually, it's better, but as I said, it just compounds. And that couple years that we had there was really tough. It was really tough, and COVID kind of screwed up everything. I mean, call it. I don't care who you are. You got to say COVID just threw a wrench into everything, and it made things so different. Our comfortable way of doing things, although crazy still, just got blown out of the water when COVID hit. You know, we have buckets 50 in Roth, 250 in HSA. Yeah, the HSA I never got into. I wish I would have. If you ignore politics, politics will ignore you. That's right. That guy with the 100K mortgage left was me. The interest rate. Oh, okay. And it's still being the 1 million mark. Yeah. No, I don't think it was you. I think it was somebody else that had a smaller amount of money in a higher mortgage and thought that it wasn't you, and thought that they were going to be good. And I just looking at the numbers, I thought, well, maybe that would work. But I don't think that was you. There was a couple comments on that video that were similar. Well, yeah, Kelvin, I don't know, because I just let them figure it out, and let's talk about eggs. I have a child, but I'm thinking of retiring at 50. I pay no attention to the politics. Yeah, but that's what I was just saying. The Social Security I don't think it's going anywhere. They are doing the cuts to the offices, but I just really don't think they have to figure out a way, because I think 2035 or something, they run out of money. So they have to figure out a way. And cutting this, there's so much government waste. And two questions I had was, how did it get like this? Is it those 5,000 page bills that somebody sneaks this in on page, 4,999, and they just pass it? Or are they giving these companies just a blank check, not companies, departments, a blank check to let them do what they want? I'd like people to go back and find out how we got here so this never happens again. That's the important thing to me. And then streamlining, like the computer systems, like they said, down in the mountain for Social Security or retirement or something, they have to upgrade those services. Just make it so that we're not spending as much money on stupid stuff, but keep the good stuff that we have to have. And that makes sense to me. Yeah, Gary, I know, but it's hard. It's hard because now it's just affecting everybody. No, Mark's Weather. I did a video about that. I don't need anything to retire to. Nope. Yeah, Theo, I'm just checking out the internet. I don't think it's working real well. Just teach people how to speak English. Let me catch up. Okay. Yeah, keep moving. I know. I'm going to be seeing him. In a couple of weeks. I have an Energy Transfer stock, and they have something called a K1, and I'm waiting for that, which comes out March 14th. And then I think I got all my stuff. So mine is getting to the point, Steve, that my annual deductible is covered by the interest. Oh, that's good. You might need an internet extender. I have one. That's the problem. The extenders are garbage because all it's taking is a weak signal. It's taking whatever signal you have and supposedly extending it, but I don't think it's works as well as people think. So there's another way to do it, which costs a couple $100. And I forget the name of the that they use, but I'm going to look into that and see. But I also need to find out if that fiber is going to ever get hooked up close to me. There's a delay now and then. Yeah, I think it cuts in and out. Right. Hey Dan, how you doing? What happened to budgets and approving budgets? Yeah, I just think you have these big bills that I think they just both sides they sneak this crap in there and now all of a sudden it just compounds over years and years and years and they you find out all this stuff. And what gets me is you have these and again I hate to talk about politics, but you get these what do they call those the people who are supposed to oversee waste. And I just like to know what they were doing. Did they actually ever catch any waste, or did they? I mean, what did they do in their time there? And then maybe they did catch a lot of stuff, but they couldn't catch it all. And maybe we needed technology, better technology that to catch more of these things. I don't know, but I'm just going to sit back and see how it works. Go from mesh. That's it, Ed. Mesh. That's right. That's right. Um, I heard Azul say one option for sort of eliminate the cap on wages that are taxed. I don't know. I tell you what, my honest opinion, and again, I keep saying I don't want to talk politics, but if you're making, if you're making $500,000, or you're making $1 million a year after you're retired, so to speak, I mean, should you be getting Social Security? And again, you put in for it, you deserve it. But if your income after retirement, so in other words, you have investments that you're growing so much money and you're worth 5, 10, $15 million. Maybe they don't need the Social Security. I don't know. And how many people does that affect? Is it really that many people? So I don't know. I don't know what the answers are. And right, nobody can agree on which is stupid and which is the good stuff. That's right, Dan. It's a big improvement from the Saturday. That's good. AI is going to change a lot of things. You better believe it. You've been watching for 15. You haven't seen the channel go off? Okay. I see some jumping going on here, but extenders are a piece of junk like the night. Yeah, they are. Hey, Bill, not good at anything. I only paid $20 for this thing, I think, but it was working okay before. I'm not that far from the house internet, but I might move it. I'm not sure. I got to see. This is always something. But I'm glad you guys are telling me because we've been on almost an hour now. So that is called means testing. They might have to do a version of that in the future. Okay. You think you could? Oh, Captain Billy, I cannot believe you snuck in on me. Is your shift over at Menards or what? You had one brief delay. Okay. AI, and I'll tell you what, I am actually really liking that Chat GPT. At first, I thought it's junk, but man, I'll tell you what, it's so easier. It's better than Googling because Google, you get all these webs, you get all these things. This Chat GPT, man, I'm putting in, like if I did this and I did this and I did this and I did this, what will happen? And it'll give me outcomes and I don't know. I just really like it. It's kind of scary, but I really like it. Today, what I'm going to do, I got to get a floor. I'm going to buy my plywood, which I got to figure out how to get to my house because Home Depot wants $80 to get it here. I don't have a car big enough to bring me a couple sheets of plywood, so I got to figure that out too. Oh, these problems I have in retirement, but how am I going to put it in my bathroom? What's the best way to do it? And da 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 da. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to measure the bathroom and then ask chat, hey, what's the most efficient way to do this? You know, and it'll come up with an answer. It's just really crazy how it does it. I run Menards. I come and go as I please. Yeah, they all have their own bias, right? And I also run it off of, at times, I run it off of Grok too, Grok, which is Elon's thing. It's okay too. I kind of bounce between the two of them, and like even Google and all the rest of these have some type of AI hooked up now. So it's just interesting. Yeah, Kirk, I need your F-150. Yeah, that's why I was thinking. I was telling Theo, um, we were talking about that Ford Maverick pickup truck, as I always wanted one. When it first came out, I wanted one because it was like 21,000 sticker for the baseline version, and I'd even take roll up and roll down windows. Man, I'm old school. I wouldn't mind that at all, and it was cheap. And but that was right during COVID, and they couldn't make them fast enough, and it got really ugly. And now the prices have spiked $4,000 or $5,000 for that same base model. So I'm going to look at trying to get a used one. Then I'll have a pickup truck. The Maverick might work for me. It's got some good reviews. At least it did last time I looked. Hey, see it. Keep moving. You carry your plywood on the roof of a Corolla. Oh boy. If I get Captain Billy to help me, he can sit on top and hold it down. I'm sure Captain Billy has a truck you can borrow. You know, he might even be able to send it to me. He might be able to figure out with the Menards, have the Menards truck deliver it to me. You know, we've done that before. I've actually, somebody told me I was getting some 10-foot, was it 10-foot or 8-foot? Maybe they were 12-foot studs, because they were cheaper than, getting the 8-footers or 6-footers. Well, I think it was 8-footers. So I said, man, I can't, I have to open my back hatchback and leave them out there. And this person I was talking to said, well, you have a sunroof in there, don't you? And I said, yeah, I do. Well, I'll just pop them up through the sunroof. And I did. And it worked out really good. It's like 4 foot of wood sticking out of the car at the top, but it worked out good. And I'm close to Home Depot, so it wasn't bad. Oh, Bucko, you got a Maverick? Yeah. Man, I wish I could have got it. They were so hard. They're made in Mexico, but man, they were so hard to get. You had to have. How'd you get yours? Did you get it new or did you get a used one? Because even the waiting list was crazy. And I think there was some payoffs going there. Highest bidder kind of thing. I don't know. You caught the tail end. Hey, Dean, how you doing? Yeah, we were just like I said, I was just trying to. You ordered it new. How long did you have to wait? Yeah, Toyota truck, 1985, best vehicle ever made. I thought that was funny when you did that video, Bill. Not good at anything. When you had your library there and you pulled that book and one of your most um, educational books, and it was your it was your truck manual. I thought that was funny. Buzz, have you used DeepSeek? No, I have not. Um, I haven't tried, at least that I know of. I don't. Buy wood chips, glue them to the wall. That's an idea. Yeah, it took you only 6 months, so you must have, Bucko, you must have got that recently. Dean, we're doing good. We just wanted to check out hey, see you, Born to Astro. Check out his channel if you get a chance. Taking the Starlink down because the storms are coming. Oh boy. Yeah, Dean, we were just checking out the internet. Went into the garage and I did have some startup problems, so it's a good thing I practiced first. But I probably won't be out here Saturday because it's supposed to get cold again. We'll be down in the 30s again, so I'll probably. But it was good to check this out and see how well it was going to work. DeepSeek is OpenAI, but it's free. Okay. I'll check that one out too. You can order a Maverick now. Yeah, but the price of the Maverick now is, like I said, $4,000 or $5,000 higher than it was when I saw it. So now it's still a good deal, but you got 7 inches of snow coming tonight. Oh man. Yeah, back to the library for me, Dana. That's right. Yeah, Mike, come on, quit rubbing it in. 83 in Florida. Man, I tell Mrs. Buzz all the time, one day I'm just going to go head to the airport. Hey, put me on the next flight to Florida. I don't care where I end up. Just get me there. I'll figure it out when I get there. I'm certainly able to figure it out. Lots of trucks for sale where I am too. Okay. Saturday from the garage, leaving the library. No, I said it's going to be cold. I think Saturday. I think Saturday should be probably in the 30s. I think. I was going to check on my phone here, but let's see. Oh, there's my river app. See how so it's 61 right now, and they're saying Saturday will be 37 as a high and 29. So, yeah, I'll probably be in the library. You can fit an 8-foot plank in your camera. Really? Plank. Yeah, not a 4x8 sheet. I had a van when I had my Dodge Caravan when I had the old mom soccer van. I love that thing because you could put a 4x8 plywood or drywall easily in there. Um, I mean, for a van, putting a 4x8 in there, that was sweet. I drove that thing for 212,000 miles. Had it for a long, long time. I bought it brand new, my first brand new vehicle in 2002. It was my first brand new vehicle. I was 42 years old when I got my first brand new vehicle. And it was that van, and I ran the shit out of it. Man, that thing went for not too many problems, but the winters in Cleveland killed it. Um, it killed the electrical. So do buzz, get sleep at 6 on a Tuesday. Chili 65 here. The dealer brought my Maverick 27. Yeah. See, they had them new for 21, 22. That's the crazy stuff. Oh yeah, your truck has a 7-foot bed. Yeah, sure. Why don't you sell it to me? Your Grand Caravan is the bomb. Oh, you have the drop down seats. I didn't have that. I had the big bench seat in the back that you had to manually take out and put back in. That was a pain in the ass. But I was 42, so I was still able to lift it out of there and everything with no problem. But yeah, and then they came out with, I don't know what year it was. They came out with the fold down seats, and that would have been better. But I looked at all kinds of vehicles at that time. We went car lot to car lot to car lot, Consumer Reports, um, all of the things that you could possibly look at to buy a vehicle. And that's what we came up with. And we thought we got a pretty good deal. My winter beater's a 2000 Windstar. Steve, guess who made the frame for that? The company I worked for. We made the underbody frame for the Windstar, and then it turned into Freestar, and I think we lost the program. I was gone from there then when they went to Freestar. Um, but yeah, we made all the frames for the Windstar. As a matter of fact, I was I was in production control, and we were having a problem making some because we would weld up all these parts onto the big cross members, and we were having a big problem, and the press went down, and or the die, I should say, that stamped out these cross members. The press went down. This is a big press. This was a 2,500-ton press, I believe. Uh, and it would make these long rails and stamp them out. So the die actually went bad, and we started to miss shipments. And when you miss a shipment to Ford, because they build those up in Canada, the Windstars, And when you miss a shipment to Ford, it gets ugly. I mean, they'll start chartering planes. They'll put you out of business. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And this thing was just, we were all involved. Everybody in the company was involved in trying to hurry up, get this thing running, and do everything we possibly can. And then I got home at 7 p.m. that night, and I'm sitting on my steps, and I get a call from the night shift supervisor. And he says, "Hey, Buzz, we cracked the die in half." And I just put my head down in my hands, and I'm like, no, no, no. I cannot believe this. And I'm getting myself ready to go back to work. I'm going to be there all night. This is going to be the ugliest thing ever. And then his name was Lloyd. And then Lloyd says, "No, I'm just kidding. We just got the first truck out, so everything's fine." You bastard. Oh my God. I just remember that like it was yesterday. Man, he took me hook, line, and sinker. Oh, man. But yeah, the Windstars were built in Canada. It was a scorcher here on the Maine coast, 38 and sunny yesterday. Yeah, it was a balmy 15 when you went to the doctor. That's right, Todd. That 15 degrees didn't look like 15 from inside your car, but yeah, that's your town is pretty nice. That was yeah. Why I can't think of the name now, but it'll come to me. Why can't Maine? I keep thinking of Kelly Buttsport or Monksport or something. What's the name of the town again? I just it's off my head. What brand press did you have? I worked for Niagara. Yep. Which Clearing and Bliss. Yep. And then went bankrupt. Yeah. It was. We had a bunch of Niagaras and Bliss Clearing. I don't remember the exact name of that one. I could probably look it up. 2,500 ton. I don't remember. I actually don't remember, but you're right. Those are the two big names. Matter of fact, the other stamping company I worked for, we had Niagara's. Yeah, I can't remember. There's another one that we had. That's all this stuff's going away from me, which I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not thinking about the work stuff anymore. Woo, it's rotted, huh? Kenny Bunkport, yeah. No credit for my. Yeah, that's not where Todd's at. It was. For some reason, I'm thinking Outer Banks, but that's that's North Carolina way. Um, Help me out, Todd. Help me out. Verson and Danley, right, right. That's probably what it was. I think it was the Danley, 2,500 ton Danley. It was transfer press. Um, yeah, it was a 2,500 ton transfer press, and then we had a 1,600 ton blanking press and an 800 ton blanking press, 2,500 ton, uh, which was the Danley, I believe, and that was a transfer press. And then we had a 1,600 ton press as well, and then we had some 800s down to I think 300 at this was at Shiloh, which is MTD back in the day. No work, no politics. Did you get ever? Actually, Lloyd lives not too far from me. He's actually within walking distance. Actually, no, he took me out walleye fishing and stuff. So he's a good guy. He's a really good guy. There was a good crew. They had a good crew. He was second shift, and you know how second shift is. It's different. It's a lot different than the stiffs that are on first shift. Yeah, so yeah, I spent some time doing the I planted this, or I put this in a bucket. So hey, I'm a gardener. Look at that. I did a rose there. Walleye fishing earns a pass. Boy, those guys have been killing them out on the ice, out of Catawba and Rattlesnake Island, and up, up that way. Man, they're just killing the fish. If you have a Facebook, look under Lake Erie ice fishing. Man, of course the season's just about over now. There's some open water, but they are just loads of walleye sitting on the ice. They're catching them like crazy. Man, next year for sure. I got to do it. You can just fly over on the island. You can, from the mainland, you can fly over to one of the islands and South Bass, and they'll take you. Guides will take you out. They got cabins out there on the ice, and they'll take you out. Holes drilled. You got your bait. All you do is sit there with the stove and catch fish. It's really a good time. Weather here is partly cloudy. Hey, Carlos, 62 degrees. I was looking for No-Mo because No-Mo Saturday, he was supposed to, he or she was supposed to email me, so I haven't seen No-Mo here because I didn't get an email, because last week on Saturday, he or she won the $25 Amazon gift card. So how about now we do another one? So 0, if you haven't been here before, 0 to 100. You just got to tell me the number. Noreen's here to help me, I think. Or 280 zone, I should say, is here to help me. And just do a 0 to 100. And you guess the number, and you will get the Amazon gift card. I do have the number already written in black writing over there. I got to remember what it is. And remember to email me. There's only 104 of you, so should be easy. You have a good chance this time. So 0 to 100 for a $25 gift card to the winner. Somebody got close. Have not seen it yet. Somebody got close again. So you can easily get Mrs. Buzz's numbers, but you can't get mine. That's interesting. Well, at least it's I can at least, it's slow enough that I can at least keep up. So that's good. That's one good reason to have less people. Not yet. 0 to 100. Maybe I should have made it a little easier. TJ, you're going higher. Yeah, there is a little bit of a delay. I think a 10-second delay, which helps me. So otherwise, you guys will be boom, 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 boom. Hey, there it is. Gary with 2 R's. Gary with 2 R's. Gary with 2 R's. Good job, Gary with 2 R's. You guys could check me out. Make sure there was no other number 3s before Gary with 2 R's. You're welcome, Gary. Make sure you email me. I hope you got my email address. I usually put it on every video. If you can't find my email address, just pick almost any one on one of my current videos, and I usually put that email address in there in case you guys don't know it offhand or whatever. I think, Cubid 100, you almost got it, but Gary beat you. 280 zone, how we looking? You don't have those ribs in your fingers, do you? Eating them wings or something? So that's good. Anyway, yeah, if there is another one, you were closer than usual. No, you guys, maybe you had yeah, it was okay, Gary. All right, good. Um, yeah, Gary, make sure you email me. Yeah, I don't know. Did any of you guys get commercials or ads while the thing was running? Not to say I would do it again, but had any ads because I'm trying to figure out how they do the ads. Does everybody get an ad at the same time, or so you guys are saying? All right, so there's no ads or commercials, and then Diana Kirk, you're saying there was at the time of the contest, and Bill too, and David. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's another reason to keep the ads off. Then you got the commercials, but I fast skipped it. Okay, I've seen about 3 ads during the stream, but not during the contest. Yeah, that's weird how they do that. It's like not everybody. Oh, Dana, sorry, that's right. You need some rest, huh? You got so I do have the ads on, but I because I was experimenting last week, but we got all screwed up. I'm trying to see if the ads make sense or not, and I've been leaving them off because I don't think they make sense. And the last live generated $8.45 with the ads. So I mean, it doesn't make sense for $8 to keep the ads on. So I probably won't do that. Now I'll turn them on after our live, but yeah, I'll turn them on after our live. But from now on, I won't have them on. Another experiment. So working on the internet, working on this. And I need to have live chat. Oh, not during the contest. Okay. One was for a hearing aid. What? Yeah, Carlos, it probably does. Yeah. Probably does. You got an ad too. All right. Well, that's another learning curve for me and for the channel. We'll just make sure we're not going to do that in the future, especially if the ads are sporadic. If somebody's getting them and other people aren't, that's really not fair, right? So we're not gonna. Now we'll turn the ads on after the live, so that makes sense, and that's what I was doing before. Um, Leaving the ads on is not making any more money for 111 people that are on here. It's not really doing anything, a dollar maybe. So I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I want to make money too, but we'll do it afterwards. Corey didn't win. Sorry. Every penny counts. Yeah, but to a point. But to a point. When you start nickel and diamond people, um, I'm not that way. So that's probably why that's probably why I'm not rich, because I'm the guy that's always giving out money instead of taking in money. So I guess my business model is screwed up. All right, well, guys and girls, I'm going to get out of here. We've been on for an hour and a half almost, so I'm glad we got things worked out. It seems like the internet's working. I'm going to get in the house, get ready to eat, and I don't even know what time it is. 6 o'clock, yeah. So I appreciate you guys coming for this impromptu live. Appreciate you guys being here, and Ray and Steve and all, and Dana and all you guys, and Captain Billy too. Hey, Steve, thank you. And Captain Billy, I need 3/4 inch plywood. Get me the good stuff. All right. Get me 3 sheets. I can take 2, but get me 3. Have Menards deliver it to me, would you please? Pretty soon there will be no pennies. Well, yeah, it could be. Hey, all right. See you, Bill. Yeah, we'll see you Saturday. See you, Mike. Hey, Jude, take care. Just got an ad when you were saying goodbye. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder how they do that, because usually before I was able to see it on the bottom that they were doing an ad, and now I can't see it. That's really strange. You missed the whole thing, Sherry. Where were you? I have YouTube Prime. How do you know how that affects YouTube Prime? There, it does calculate people who have Prime. It does have there's a box that shows how much revenue is generated from that, I think. So it does help. In other words, they don't just ignore it. So it works out good. Thank you, Brian. Now take care of yourself. I know you just got home from work an hour ago or half hour. So yeah, time to start collecting those late fees. That's right. Send an invoice, 280 Zone, if you could, send an invoice to all these people, would you? See if we can start making some collections. See you, Rita. Sherry, it's still $10. $10 is $10, Sherry. So Ash Wednesday Lent. That's tomorrow, huh? What's it? Paskey? What do they call that? Paskey on Tuesday? They were selling oh God, I can't pronounce it right. Not Paskey's what's the name of that? The donuts. But I haven't had a donut. I did a video months ago. That was the last donut I had. Yeah, hey, Mark's Weather, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. You retired, too hot seat job for me. That's right. We don't want no stinking jobs. All right, JJB3. I like your doggy picture there. Are you going to sell them to me? That looks like a nice dog. Poochkies. Yeah, Poochkies, right? I know Parma's big for that, where Menards is at. There's a couple good bakeries over there. And we got one here called Fragapanes. They do some good ones too. There's all these good bakeries around. You have the best donut near where I live. It makes the news. Oh, cool. What's the name of that place? Oh, he passed away. Oh man, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up, but I didn't know. I'm just dumb. But it's still a good looking dog, and I could, man, I can see his nose there and everything. Hard to see on my computer, but it looked like he was a good dog. Probably, would you get 12, 13 years? You can tell you're not Polish. No, I'm not Polish. But you know, Captain Billy, what my wife eats or drinks? Duck blood. It's called chanina. You ever hear of chanina? Your best buddy, yeah. Yeah. That's a shame, man. My last dog was 12 years, I think. It's been 3 years now, going on 4. It's just hard to, it's hard to get another one. But we keep talking about every time we see these farmers dog commercials. They got, what's that one with the guy playing the banjo? That little terrier he's got. And there's a couple, some of these commercials, man. Every time we see that, 16 and a half years. Wow. Did good. Vermont. Hey, Sterling Technologies in Vermont. How you doing? But yeah, we're thinking about getting another one. And she's okay with it. She has no problem with it. So I just have to find the right one. Drinks blood, huh? Explains a lot. That's right. Janina. All right, guys. We will talk to you on Saturday if you can stop by, if you get some time at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we'll be back for another session. This one proved out to be pretty good. It seemed like it worked out okay. I got all the bugs worked out for now, and hopefully we won't have any issues next Saturday. Mini Schnauzer, awesome dog, hyper allergy. Do you know how to sew? I do. I actually do. We took you're gonna get me cranked up now. Keep this thing going. 2 more hours. No, I took a class in high school called Single Survival, and I tell you what, that was a good class because now I wish they would have taught more about financing, but it taught me how to sew, taught me how to bake. I mean, it taught me some of the single survival skills, and I'll tell you what, they came in handy. Um, I could cook. I can cook. Well, you just follow directions on a recipe, but I can cook. I can sew. I can't crochet though. I never tried that. Go to the pound. Lots of good doggies. Yeah, we look at. My daughter's actually volunteers at City Dogs, but most of them are pit bulls over there. Not that there's anything wrong with pit bulls, but we had kind of a Heinz 57 dog, and he was a collie, Sheltie, shepherd mix, and both of them were like that, and both came from shelters. Um, the other one came from Save Our Strays out in Wadsworth, which is a rescue place, and he was running around the woods, and somebody saw him, and he was our last one. The shelter across from Menards. Okay, you sure it wasn't home ec? No, it was like home ec, but it was called Tim. It was called Single Survival. It was taught by the home ec teacher, yes, but it was basically for the guys. There was no girls in there. It was just all guys class, and so she got a little. She was more aggressive with us. Let's put it that way. I think she tried to make us cry a couple times, and we didn't cry. So she was honest pretty good. She didn't take no crap from us, which was really good. Yeah, Doreen, we're getting out of here. He was an Aussie, very smart. Yeah, he looked like an Aussie. Yeah, yeah. Dogs, really good dogs. Go to the dog park. Yeah, they run around. They do. We'll just pick one up out of there, huh? Hey, doggy, come in with me. Yeah, single survival. I remember that. And I also took typing too. I had all my credits in my junior year. I think it was. I had all my credits. And in my senior year, it's like I had to have two classes. Senior year of high school, I only needed two classes or two credits or three credits or something like that. And so instead of doing study halls, um, and we could leave early, but I didn't have a car at that time. So I could have just left in the afternoon, but I didn't have a car. So how was I going to get out of there, right? And I remember taking typing class too, because I was just taking this classes to fill up the day, and typing was actually pretty fun. Um, I still can't type. I still peck on the thing, but it was kind of fun. I remember learning typing with Marvin Beacon teaches typing. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. JJB3, right? It's tough, man. It's tough. I had to take mine in because he was standing and just staring at the wall, kind of thing. So he was losing his mind. And hey, Rob, yeah, he was losing his mind, and I had to take him in. I had to carry him and took a picture of him, and before I carried him in, that was a tough day, boy. That was a tough day. My wife didn't go with me, and man, I struggled for a little bit. You know how it is. It's tough. I mean, it's only a dog, but it's a dog. You had for years, over a decade, and it is tough. It's really tough. So yeah, I don't know. Getting another one, I don't know, but I think we will. I think we will. It was a software program in the 80s. I love when we got electric typewriters. No, I don't think we had. No, I don't know if we had electric or not. Did anyone load programs on Apple II with a cassette tape? No, we had with those cards, because I remember this guy Doug, old Doug. He was one of those eggheads, smart guys, and we had those cards, those punch cards or something. I never could figure that out. I had no clue what I was doing. And I think I only had to take that for one semester. And I was so glad in and out of that class because I'd learned nothing. I mean, zero. Cassette computer. Christmas trees by typing. Yeah, Gary, that's right. Oregon Trail, we had that. You still have some of those IBM. Well, you're old. Okay, guys, I got to get out of here. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You guys make my day, and we'll talk to you again on hopefully on Saturday. If everything works out, God willing. I'll see you Saturday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same Buzz channel. Take care.